feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Cowboys and the Titans, next on Madden Football.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, whatever promise they had to start this season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields this way up at the 17, and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35 on second down, Jackson, he's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down, avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 catches, 61 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on third. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. The pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. His pass caught at the 4. From the 3, second and a yard.
Number 16, a gain of 9, brings up second and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there, with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second and 3. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete, Burks. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey, and he goes out. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 2nd and 9 from the 44. 2nd and 9 now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Chase Young in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Jackson now. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again is Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 27, Jackson. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Burks. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action. It's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Britton, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2nd and 5. Pass incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 2nd and 4.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completes it again to Gage. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Ezekiel Elliott, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 14. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Gordon.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Britton. And ultimately this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. On second and goal, Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Looking to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Britton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Britton. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run on 1st down. Britton. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They toss it left side to Chubb.
And able to get this to the 31.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jackson on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. From the 41, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On third down, Britton. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Drops it off for Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep here for Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. On 2nd down, Britton. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. On 3rd down, Britton. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Caught by Allen. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 2nd and 3. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Titans on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So a risky move that does not pay off. And Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective, they had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You got to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
On 2nd and very short, Jackson forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Again, Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. The coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Britton. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. On 3rd down, Britton, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
56 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Britton. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark.
I feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.